So guys, here it is. Here's our ground. This is traditional football ground. Obviously, we've got our forward line down here. So like I was talking about, I wanted to discuss our forward structure. So traditionally, in a football forward structure, we have our half forward flanks on here and here. We have our centre half forward. We have our forward pockets. And we have our full forward. Now, these two guys here being the full forward and the centre half forward are what are called key position players, and they make up the corridor, which is made up of our centre half back, and our full back. And the reason why they call it the corridor is because in football, this centre line, because it's the shortest distance between end to end and that one set of goals to the other, is that it's really important that where we can, that in a straight line, that we move it down this middle. So these guys are what would be called key position players. The half forward flanks, what they do is that they create another option to the centre half forward, and they also assist the centre half forward. So if the ball's coming down this side, what happens is our centre half forward moves out here, our flank moves out here, and they create options. The same on this side, our centre half forward moves out this way, and our half forward flank moves out this way. So they're options to the centre half forward. The pockets work in conjunction with the full forward, and the full forward, what normally we have is a big tall marking forward. If we can, is our full forward will generally contest the ball, and our forward pockets are on the ground looking to pick up the crumb, be another option to a full forward, etc. So generally when the ball's moving through the middle, is that these guys are creating what is a first option, but certainly what we want from you guys down here is to be moving up the ground. And depending on how far the kick comes over, it's either brings these guys into play, being our half forward line, or our full forwards down here. So I want us to think about something a little bit different today, because as you can imagine, on a big ground like today, it's a lot of room to try and cover, especially for little legs like yours. So what I want us to be thinking about is something different. With our half forward flanks and our forward pockets, what I want to do is move you into what is called the centre corridor. And that's generally in line with the centre square, and given that again that you guys have got little legs, it's trying to keep the ball into an area that allows us to contest the ball a bit easier. So full forward remains the same. Our forward pockets actually come into this area, and our half forward flanks actually come into this area as well. And this just means that when we're moving the ball through the middle, that it's in a straight line, and it's a very, very short way to the goals, and hopefully we've got more numbers around the ball here. Equally, if the balls are coming in from the flanks or the wings, which are here and here, then at least on this side what we've got is our forward pockets moving up, our half flank moving out, our centre half forwards coming out this way, and these guys are also starting to move this way as well. And that's the same on the other side. So it's certainly something that we want to look at more with our forward structure, is that we want to make sure that we're giving ourselves as many options as we can to kick goals, and we don't want to get too lost out in these areas out here, because again on big grounds that can be a lot of area to cover where it's not needed. Now it's great in these areas if the ball is moving down, that our pockets, forwards and half forward flank are moving out this way, and these guys are coming across. Equally if it's coming in from this side, that the same, that our forward pocket, our half forward, centre half forward are moving into space, and equally these guys are moving across. not all together. We want to make sure that if the ball moves in from either side, that we've got 1, 2, 3 players that are moving across, and equally when it's on this side we've got 1, 2, 3 players that are moving across. And our forwards should always stay in the vicinity of the goals. That way if there's a quick kick out of play, that they're always there, always ready to take the mark and always ready to kick the goal. So that's in short, guys, just a little snapshot of forward structure. It's another thing for you to watch on the YouTube channel. Hopefully that was useful. If you've got any questions for me, make sure that you raise them on Wednesday at training. Again, well done today, boys, and we'll see you on Wednesday.